Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss IGCSE paper 4 extended of May-June 2022. So these are the instructions we have to follow. Let's move to the question number 1. Find the lowest common multiple of 30 and 75. So we can see that we can write 30 as 2 multiplied by 15. And we can further write it as 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. And similarly, we can write 75 as 3 multiplied by, let's see that 75 divided by 3 will be equals to 75, this will be equals to 25. So we can write it like this. So further, we can write it as 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. Now it means that we can clearly see that we have these, we will have 2 3s are common, like we can see that these 3 are common, and 1 5 is also common. So we have to write the LCM will be equals to 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. The reason is that we can see that this 2 multiplied by the common one, multiplied by the single one, and multiplied by the common one. So if we simplify it, so this will be 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2. So this will be equals to 150. Let's move to the part B. Share $608 in the ratio 4:5:7. So first of all, let's find out the whole share. So 608 divided by 4 plus 5 plus 7. So this will be equals to 9 plus 7 is 608 divided by 16. So we can see that 608 divided by 16. So this will be equals to 38. So let's find out the share of each. So 38 multiplied by 4. So this will be equals to 152. Then 38 multiplied by 5. So this will be equals to 190. And then 38 multiplied by 7. So this will be equals to 266. So this will be the whole share. Let's move to the next C part. Let's move to the part C. In part C, work out this, give your answer in the standard form. So first of all, we can write it like 6.39 divided by 2.45 multiplied by 10 raised to power 4 minus 6. So from here we can write it as 6.39 divided by 2.45. So this will be equals to 2.6 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 2. So as we can see, this will be 2.6081 and so on. So we can write it as 2.61 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 2. So this is the standard form. So this will be the final answer. Let's move to the part D, 0.27. So these two dots means that this will be 0.27, 27, 27, 27, and so on. So let's say that this will be equals to x. So if we multiply 100 on both sides, so this will be equals to 100x minus 27. 100x will be equals to 27.272727 and so on. Now we can further write it as 100x is equals to 27 plus 0.272727 and so on. Now let's say from here we can subtract x on both sides. So this will be equals to 100 x minus x is equals to 27 plus 0.2727 and so on minus x. Now we know that this whole is equals to x, so we can further write it as 99x is equals to 27 plus x minus x. Now from here we can cancel out these two. So this will be equal, x will be equals to 27 divided by 99. So this will be the final answer. Let's move to the part E. In part E, a stone has volume 45 centimeter cube and mass is 126 grams. So from here we can see that the density is equal to mass per unit volume. So we will use this formula. That density is equals to, we need to find out the density. So mass per unit volume. So mass is 126 grams and the volume is 45 centimeter cube. So from here we can clearly see that the unit will be equals to grams centimeter power minus 3, and from here we can divide it as 126 divided by 45. So this will be equals to 2.8. So this will be the final answer. Let's move to the question number 2. Let's move to the next question, question number 2. The point PQR and S lies on a circle with the diameter PR. It means that this is the diameter. Work out the size of angle PSQ, which means that we have to find out this angle, giving a geometrical reason for each step of your working. Now, first of all, we can see that this is a diameter. So the angle subtended by a diameter will be equals to 90 degree. So we can write it as that PQR, this angle will be equals to 90 degree. And the reason for this is that the angle subtended by a diameter PR. This is the reason Now let's see the other one, that in triangle PQR, this angle will be equals to, or this angle will be equals to 180 minus 29 minus 90. So this will be equals to, let's see, that 180 minus 29 minus 90. So this will be equal to 61. So we can write it as that PRQ, this angle will be equals to 61 degrees. And the reason behind it is that sum of the angle of a triangle is equals to 180 degrees. Now we can see that from here we can conclude that PSQ, which is the required angle, will also be equals to 61. And the reason behind it is angle subtended by the same chord. The angle subtended by the same chord. This will be the required angle. Now let's move to the part B. The point A, B, and T lie on a circle, and CTS is a tangent to the circle at T. So this is a tangent line. So tangent line, and they said that CTS is a tangent line. ABC is a straight line, and AB is equals to BT. These two lines are equal. So angle ATS is equals to 98 degrees. So if this angle is of 98, this will also be of 98 degrees using the alternate angle segment theorem. So this will be also be of 90 degrees. So we need to find out work out the size of the angle ACT. We need to find out this angle ACT. Now from here we can see that let's find out these two angles. This angle is of, let's say, X, and this angle is also, it is X, because this is an isosceles triangle. So isosceles triangles means that these two angles will be same, and sum of the angles will be equals to 180 degree. So 98 plus X will be equals to 180 degrees, and further we can write it as that 2x is equals to 180 minus 98. So x will be equals to 82 divided by 2. So x will be equals to 41. So which means that this angle is of 41. Now we can see here that we can directly find out this portion also, this angle. So this angle will be equals to, let's find it out. So let's say this angle is y. So y plus 41 plus 98 is equals to 180, because it is a straight line. So finally we can write it as y will be equals to 180 minus 98 minus 41. This will be 82 minus 41. So this will be 41. So this will also be of 41. Now in triangle ACT, we know that we have two angles. This complete angle is of 81. This angle is of 41. So we can easily find out this Z angle. So this will be equals to ACT plus 82 plus 41 should be equals to 180. And further we can write it as that angle ACT will be equals to 180 minus 123, because 82 plus 41 is 123. So 180 minus 82 minus 41. So this will be equals to 57 degrees. Let's move to the question number 3. A line L joins point F and point G. Calculate the length of L. So we know that we need to find out the length of the line L, means we need to find out the distance. So this will be equals to, we know the formula, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this will be equals to, x2 is minus 5 minus 3 whole square plus 4 minus 2 whole square. So this will be equals to minus 8 whole square plus 2 square. So finally we can write it as that this will be square root of 64 plus 4 square root of 68. So square root of 68. So this will be equals to 8.24. So 8.24 will be the final answer. Let's move to the part B. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line L in the, now this is an important point, that we need to find out the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Now we know that the equation of the line L, let's find out the slope of L. Slope of this line will be equals to, slope of line L will be equals to y2 minus y1. I'm just using this formula, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. This will be equals to 4 minus 2 whole is divided by minus 5 minus 3. So this will be equals to 2 divided by minus 8. So minus 1 by 4. So as we know that for perpendicular bisector, this will be equals to, we know that the product of line and in the product of the perpendicular bisector will be equals to -1. So if we simply put it over here, so minus 1 by 4 MP. So finally the slope of the, let me write, slope of perpendicular bisector will be equals to, this will be equals to plus 4. Now this is the slope. Let's find out the midpoint, because we need, for equation of the line, we need a midpoint, because we know that if we have a straight line, and if we want to find out the perpendicular bisector, the equation of the perpendicular bisector, then we are, one thing we are sure about, that let's say if this point is F and this point is G, then this point will be the midpoint. So using this concept, we can write it as that midpoint of FG. So we know the formula for midpoint is x1 plus x2. So we directly use x1 plus x2 and y1 plus y2 whole is divided by 2. So this will be equals to minus 1, and here this will be equals to 3. So finally y will be equals to mx plus c. So we can write it as y is equals to, we know that y is equals to, we can directly, y is equals to mx plus c. So we know that we just put the value, the point over here. Y is 3, slope is 4. and x is -1 plus c. So finally 3 is equals to -4 plus c. So c will be equals to 7. So finally y will be equals to 4x plus 7. This will be the final answer. Let's move to the part C. Now in part C, it is given that a point H lies on the y-axis. So H lies on the y-axis. This statement means that we have the coordinates on y-axis. We know the value of x will be 0 and we don't know the value of y coordinate. Now such that GH is equals to 13. So we know the point G. What were the coordinates of G? So G is equals to -4 comma -5 comma 4. -5 comma 4. And H, what about H? 0 and Y. So let's find out the distance. We know that because GH is equals to 13, so GH will be equals to x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So 13 is equals to x2 is, we can write it as 0 minus -5 whole square plus y2 was y minus 4 whole square. We can take square on both sides, so this will be equals to 13 square. 13 square will be equals to 169. So 169 is equals to, this will be equals to -25 plus a square plus 16 minus 2ab. So this will be, we can rearrange it. So 169 plus 25, this will be equals to 194 minus 16. So this will be equals to 178. So we can write it as 178 is equals to y square minus 8y. Now we can rearrange it. Y square minus 8y is equals to minus 178 is equals to 0. Now here there is a small correction over here, that this will be like, we should write it like this, that -5 whole square. So this will be plus 25. So finally we can say that this will be equals to 169 minus 25 minus 16. So this will be equals to 128. So y square plus 16 minus 16y, no, 116 y square minus 8y minus 128, yes, 128 is equals to 0. Now we can directly use the calculator to find out the equation, that a is 1, b is -8, c is minus 128. So this will be equals to 16 and -8. So we can write it as y plus 8 will be the solution, and the other one was y minus 16. So from here we will have two solutions. The one will be equals to 0 and -8. The other one will be equals to 0 and 16. This will be the final answer. Let's move to the next question. Question number 4. ABCD is a trapezium with DC parallel to AB. DC is 6.4, DB is 10.9, and CDB is 38 degrees. Now find CB. It means we need to find out CB, this side. So as we can see, it is not a right angle triangle, so we can use the law of cosine. So we can use the law of cosine. Now we can write it as that CB whole square will be equals to DC whole square plus DB whole square minus 2 DC into DB cos of angle CDB. Just put the values into it. So this will be equals to CB whole square is equals to DC square. Now DC is 6.4 square plus 10.9 square minus 2 into 6.4 into 10.9 into cos of 38 degrees. Now we can directly find it out. So 6.4 square plus 10.9 square minus 2 into 6.4 into 10.9 into cos of 38. This will be equals to 49.87, 49.83. So we can write it as CB will be equals to 49.8 whole square root, because we can take square root on both sides. So if we take the square root of the answer, so this will be equals to 7.05. So now this will be equals to 7.05. This will be the final answer. Let's move to the part B. Find the angle ADB. Now how we can find the angle ADB? Where is the ADB? This is the angle ADB. We need to find out this angle. And from here we can see that DC is parallel to AB. So we can see that the situation is like this, that DC is parallel to AB. So these are the two lines. So here we can see that it means that if this angle is of 38, this angle will also be of 38. So this angle will also be of 38. So now we can use the condition that sum of all the angles of a triangle is equals to 180 degrees. So we can write it as 180 minus 45 minus 38. So this will be the angle ADB. So we can directly use calculator. 180 minus 45 minus 38. So this will be equals to 97. Let's move to the second part. Find AB. Now how we can find AB? Where is AB? Yes, this side is AB. AB. We need to find out this one. So we can use this angle is 97 now. So we can use the law of cosine also. So we can write it as that AB divided by sine of 97. AB divided by sine of 97 is equals to, we can take any two sides. Let's take this one, that 10.9 and 45. We can take these two things. So 10.9 divided by sine of 45. 10.9 divided by sine of 45. So we can rearrange it like this. So AB will be equals to 10.9 divided by sine of 45 into sine of 97. So we can say 10.9 divided by sine of 45 multiply by sine of 97. So this will be equals to 15.3. So this will be the final answer. Let's move to the part C. Now area of the trapezium. Now for area of the trapezium, we can see that we know that the formula for the area of the trapezium is 1 by 2 into sum of the parallel sides into height. Now we know that the sum of the parallel side, the side AB is equals to, AB was 15.3. So this length AB is 15.3, but we don't know the height. We don't know this height. Let's find out the height first. So let's say this side is E. Now this side is E. So let's consider the triangle DBE. Now this is the triangle. Let me draw it over here. Just a rough sketch. So this will be equal. We don't let's say DB, and this one is E. Now at this angle is of 38. This angle is of 38. Okay, we can and this side is of 10.9. So we can consider it as like this. So this will be 38 and this is 10.9. So we need to find out the height. So we can use the sine of 38 will be equals to sine of 38 will be equals to what? DE perpendicular by hypotenuse. So DE will be equals to, let me write it over here. So sine of 38, because we can clearly see that we have the diagram like this, that this DB, this point is D, this point is B, and this point is E. This angle is 38 and this one is 10.9, and we need to find out this height. So sine of 38 will be equals to DE divided by 10.9 perpendicular by hypotenuse. So from here we can see that DE will be equals to 10.9 into sine of 38. Now 10.9 into sine of 38 will be equals to 6.71. 6.71. Now area of the trapezium. Now for area of the trapezium, we can write it as, let me write it over here, that area is equals to 1 by 2 into sum of the parallel sides into height. Now height is 6.71 and the parallel sides, one parallel side is 15.3. So we can write it as 15.3 plus the other parallel side was 6.4. So this point will be 6.4. So let's do it on calculator. 6.71 divided by 2 multiply by, let me use the bracket, that multiply by 15.3 plus 6.4. So this will be equal to 72.81. 72.81. So this will be the final answer. Let's move to the next question. Question number 5. Draw the lines of symmetry of the rectangle. Now for line of symmetry, we can see that there will be a vertical line which will divide the rectangle into two equal parts, and then there will be a horizontal line which will divide the rectangle into two equal parts. Let's move to the part B. Okay, we have these shapes. Draw fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. Triangle A onto triangle B. So we can clearly see that A is the object and B is the image. So it is a translation, and the translation matrix on x-axis it is going towards the right side, towards the left side. So this will be -1, -1, and vertically it is going upward 1, 2, 3, 4. So -1, -1 and 4 will be the translation matrix. So we can write it that this is the translation, whereas the translation matrix is -1 and 4. Let's move to the part B, triangle A onto triangle C. Triangle A onto triangle C. Now whenever they ask you to describe a transformation, so please keep this thing in your mind, that first of all we need to see that whether it is enlargement or not. Now we can see that in this case A is the object and C is the image, so it is not enlargement because we can see that these two shapes are same. So this is not enlargement. The next sequence must be translation. We need to check that this is the translation or not. So we can see that it is not the translation because in translation the shapes will remain same. There will be no change in the order. So we can see that, for example, A and B are the best example of translation. So it is not the translation because image C is tilted. Now the third one is, let's check that it is the reflection or not. Now for reflection we need to find out the midpoint of each corresponding point. So from here we can see that it is not the reflection. Now the last one is rotation. Now for rotation what we have to see, we need to see that it is rotated clockwise or anti-clockwise. We have three types of rotation: 90-degree clockwise, 90-degree anti-clockwise, and 90-degree clockwise and anti-clockwise, and 180 degrees. So from here we can see that it is the rotation where the object is rotated 90-degree anti-clockwise. So it is clear that it is rotation 90-degree anti-clockwise, and let's find out with the center of rotation, let's find out the center of rotation. So how we can find out the center of rotation? So for center of rotation what we need to do, we need to draw it, we need to connect it with this straight line. So this is not a straight line. We need to connect the corresponding points. So the corresponding point of this will be this one. So we can connect it. We need to connect the corresponding points. So the corresponding point of this one will be this one, and then the corresponding point of the last one will be, then we need to draw the perpendicular bisector of each point. So we can draw the corresponding point of the perpendicular bisector of each line. So if we draw the perpendicular bisector of each line, so this will be at this point for this particular case. So we can see that this will be the center of rotation, 2 and 1. This will be the center of rotation. So 2 and 1 will be the center of rotation. Draw the image of triangle A after reflection in y is equals to 2. Now we need to draw the image of A. Y is equals to 2. Where is the y is equals to 2? This line is y is equals to 2. This line will represent y is equals to 2. Y is equals to 2. Now the reflection of this A, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This will be the corresponding point. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be the reflection of the point. This will be of the triangle A with y is equals to 2. Let's try to find out the other one. Draw the image of the triangle A after enlargement by the scale factor -2. Let's move to the part B. Now in part B, draw the image of triangle A after enlargement by scale factor -2 with center is -1 and 1. Now we will use the graphical method. So as we can see that the center of enlargement is -1 and -2 and object is triangle A. Now we know this thing that when the scale factor is negative, then two things will happen. The first one is that the image will be inverted, and the second one is that the image will be on the other side of center of enlargement. Now we will use this concept and we will use the graphical method. Now here the center of enlargement is -1 and 1, which means that -1 and 1. This will be the point which will be the center of enlargement. Now the next step is that we need to use the scale, and we will try to make the dotted lines to clearly see that where our image will be. Now we can see that this will be, let's draw a line over here, and then we will connect the other one. We will use the scale. Although we can see that we are not bound to use the same method, so we are not bound to use the calculations only. We can also use the graphical method also. Now, from these two lines, we can clearly see that the difference between this point and this point is 1. And as the scale factor is 2, 2 means negative sign will indicate this thing. And this 2 will indicate that the size of the image will be double. So if the length of this side is 1, it means whenever we will have the difference between these two lines is 2, we will use that one. So this will be the first point and this will be the second point. Now let's see the third one. Let's remove this one. Let's remove this line because we don't need it anymore. You can use the pencil. Okay, now let's connect this one. Let's draw a straight line. This one. Now here we can see that the difference between these two lines must be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here we can see we need to increase it more. We need to increase it more. So this will become now we can see here that the difference between these two lines must be 1 2 3 1 2 3. So 1 2 3 means so that this must be 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this will be the second point. Now we can remove the other extra lines and we will draw the shape. Okay, this will be the required shape. Okay, now this will be the required shape. This will be the final answer. And we can see that we just need to draw it, no need to mention the working over there, just need to draw it. And okay, please do not remove the dotted lines. You can use it, you can use these dotted lines to show your working. Okay, these you have to show these lines to show your working. Okay, this will be the third line. I think the concept is clear. Let's move to the next question. Question number 6. At a festival, 380 people out of 500 people questions say that they are camping. There are 55,300 people at the festival. Calculate and estimate the total number of people camping at the festival. So what we can do is we can write it as 380 divided by 500 multiply by the total number of people were 55,300. So this will be 380 divided by 500 multiply by 55,300. So this will be 42028. 42028. So this will be the final answer. Let's move to the part B. In part B, 12 friends travel to the festival. 5 travel by car and 4 travel by bus and 3 travel by train. And we can see that the total number of friends were 12. Two people are chosen at random from the 12 friends. Calculate the probability. We need to find out the probability that they travel by different types of transport. So we are choosing the 2 people, so it means that maybe the first one will be probability of train and bus, plus it is possible that this will be probability of bus and train. First person is bus and second is train. Now the other one is probability of bus and sorry, this one must be car. So let's see that the first one is, let's do it with the proper sequence: car and bus and car, and then bus and train, and then plus train and bus, plus probability of what will be the other combination, that must be train and car, and plus probability of car and train. Now probability of car and bus. So let's see, we can see that we have 5 friends who travels by car. So 5 divided by 12 multiply by bus will be 4 divided by 11, because we can see that in the next term we will have one have already chosen, so it must be like this. So plus now first one is bus, so 4 by 12 multiply by car 5 by 11, plus next one is bus and train, so we can write it as 4 by 12 multiply by train, so train के So we will have 3 by 12 plus 3 by 11. This must be 3 by 11. So 3 by 12 multiply by 4 by 11 plus, now this will be, next one will be train and car. So train 3 by 12 multiply by 5 by 11 plus 5 by 12 multiply by 3 by 11. So we can see, we can directly write it as that this will be 2 into 5 by 12 multiply by 4 by 11 because these two are same. Similarly, plus 2 into 4 by 12 multiply by 3 by 11 because these two are same. Denominator is same and numerator is same. So we can multiply it with 2. So plus 2 into 3 by 12 multiply by 5 by 11. Now let's use the calculator now. So 2 into 5 by 12 multiply by 4 by 11, 4 by 11. So this will be equals to 10 by 33, 10 by 33 plus, let's find out the other one. This will be 2 into 4 and by 12 and 3 by 11. So this will be 2 by 11, 2 by 11 plus, let's see the other one. This will be 5 and this will be 3. 3 by 12 and 5 by 11, the last one. So 5 by 22. So 5 by 22 plus 5 by 22 plus, let's use the brackets, 2 by 11. So 2 by 11, 9 by 22 plus 10 by 33, 10 by 33. So this will be 47 by 66, 47 by 66. So this will be the final answer. This will be the final answer. So let's move to the part C. Armo buys the student tickets for 43.68. This is a saving of 16% on the full price of a ticket. Calculate the full price. So we need to calculate the full price. So we know that the sale price is equals to the original price or the full price minus the reduction percentage of full price. So we will use this concept. Now we don't know the full price, so let's say that the full price is X. We don't know the full price, so let's say that the full price is X and the sale price is 43.68. So 43.68 is equals to X minus, now reduction percentage 16%, so which means 16 divided by 100 multiplied by full price, that is X. So we can simplify it as 1 minus 0.16, 0.16. So this will be equals to 0.84. So 43.68 is equals to 0.84x. So we can see that 43.68 divided by 0.84. So this will be equals to 52. So 52 will be the final answer. I hope that the concept is clear. Let's move to the next question, the next part, the part D. Now in part D, they said that at a football match there are 29,800 people. Correct to nearest 100. So correct to nearest 100 means that we need to find out. It means that 29,800 plus minus 100 divided by 2. So the upper bound will be 100 divided by 2 is 50. So the upper bound will be 29,850 and the lower bound will be 29,750. Yes, we can check it using this one. 29,800 minus 50 will be equals to this one. Yes, it is correct. So let's see the question further, that at the end of the football match uh, the people leave at a rate of 500 people per minute. Correct to the nearest 50 people. So it means that we need to correct it to the nearest 50 people. So this must be 400 plus minus 50 divided by 2, which will be 25. So upper bound will be 425 and the lower bound will be 375. Now in this particular question, calculate the lower bound for the number of minutes it takes for all the people to leave. So we need to find the time taken by the people to leave. So this must be equals to that total number of people divided by number of people. Let me write it over here. The number of people divided by the rate at which they are leaving. So we will use this formula. So lower bound. Okay, now for lower bound, we need to find out the lower bound. So for lower bound, we have to use the lower bound of the numerator divided by the upper bound of the denominator. So for lower bound, we have to use this one, that the lower bound of the numerator divided by the upper bound of the denominator. So this will be 29750. This is the lower bound of the numerator and this one is the upper bound of the denominator. So divided by 425. So we can write it as divided by 425. So this will be equals to 70 minutes. This will be 70 will be the final answer. Let's move to the part B, the second part. At a cricket match, there are 2750 500 people. Correct to nearest 100. So correct to nearest 100 means that this will be 27500 and we need to correct it. So this will be plus minus 100, which means divided by 2, which means 50. So this will be 26, not 26. You can use calculator. 27500 minus 50. So this will be equals to 27450 and in the denominator, now here this will be 27450 and the upper bound will be 27550. Now calculate the upper bound for the difference between the number of people at the football and the number of people for the cricket match. So upper bound, we have of what? Of the football minus cricket match. So as we can see that we need to find out the upper bound. So for upper bound, the first quantity must be upper bound minus the lower bound of the cricket match and of the football match. So upper bound of the football match. So this was the upper bound of the football match, 29850. Let me write it over here. 29850 29850. This was the upper bound of the football match, and the lower bound of the cricket match was 27450. So this will be 28850 minus 27450. So this will be equals to 1400. This will be the final answer. Let's move to the next question. Okay, there is a small correction that the upper bound of the football match was 29850. So this must be 29850. So let me write it over here that this must be 29850 and 29850. So this will be equals to 2400. So 2400 will be the final answer. Let's move to the next question. Information about the mass m of each of 150 children is recorded in the frequency table. Calculate an estimate of the mean mass. So we know that the formula for the mean will be equals to summation of fx by summation of f. Now what will be the value of f? Here we can see that this x will be equals to what? This will be equals to, this will be 5, the mid value will be 5, 15, 22.5, then 25 and 40. So we can just calculate it. So 40 minus 25 divided by 2. So this will be equals to, 20 mid, we need to find out the mid value. So 20 plus 40 divided by 2. So this will be equals to 32.5. So 32.5, and here this will be 45. Yes. Now we need to find out fx. So for f into x, we can write f5 multiplied by 12. This will be 60. Then 15 multiplied by 38. So this will be 570. Then 22.5 multiplied by 32. So this will be 720. Then 32.5 multiplied by 50. So this will be 1625 plus 45 multiplied by 18. So this will be equals to 2435. 2435. Now we need to add them. Plus 1625 plus 720 plus 570 plus 60. So this will be equals to 5410. So 5410 divided by sum of f. So we can see that we have total 150. So this will be equals to divided by 150. So this will be equals to 36.06. Let's check this one, that 45 multiplied by 18. So this will be equals to 810. So there is a calculation mistake, that this will be 810. Now simply add them. So 810 plus 1625 plus 720 plus 570 plus 60, 3785. So this will be 3785. 3785 divided by 150. 150. So this will be equals to 25.2. This will be the final answer. 25.2. Let's move to the next one. Draw draw a histogram to show the information in the table. So for histogram, we know that the formula for the frequency density will be frequency density is equals to frequency divided by the class width. So we can directly find the frequency density for each class. So 10 divided by 12, 12 divided by 10 will be equals to 1.2, and then the next one is 38 divided by 10, this will be 3.8, then 32 divided by 5. Let's see, 32 divided by the class width is 5, so this will be equals to 6.4. Then 50 divided by 15, so 50 divided by 15, so this will be equals to 10.3, which means 3.3. And then the last one will be 18 divided by 10, which will be 1.8. Now we need to just plot it. So for 0 to 10, it's 1.2. So let's see that where this will be. At 1.2 means that this will lie somewhere here, 0 to 10. Okay, now 10 to 20, this will be 3.8. 3.8, so this will lie somewhere here, 10 to 20. Then 20 to 25, it was 6.4. So 20 to 25, it was 6.4. So it will lie 20 to 25. So it will be 6.4. Then 20 to 25, and then 25 to 40, it was 3.3. So 25 to 40, it was 3.3. So 3.3 means that this will lie somewhere here. This must be a straight line, so you can use the scale to draw it. And then 40 to 50, it was 1.8. So 1.8 means that this will lie somewhere here. Yes, it was 1.5. So this will be the final answer. Let's move to the next question. Next part C. So in part C, first part, use the table frequency table to complete this cumulative frequency table. So we can see that when the frequency is less than, when the mass is less than 10, the frequency was 12, which means that the cumulative frequency for this will be 12. Okay, now we can see that for less than 20, if we add it, so this will be 50. 38 plus 12 is 50, so this will be 50. Then less than 25, so for less than 25, we can see that 32 plus 50, so 32 plus 50 is at 82. Now for less than 40, for less than 40, we need to add 50 more. So if we add 50 more, so 82 plus 50 will be equals to 132. And then for the last one, this was 18, so this will be 150. Now calculate the percentage of children with the mass greater than 10 kg. So greater than 10 kg means that we have total 138. Why 138? Because we need to add all of these. So if we add all of these, that the total number of children were 150. So 150 minus 12 is 138. Let's write it over here. So 150 minus 150 minus 12 whole is divided by, we need to find out the percentage. So 150 multiplied by 100. So 138 divided by 150 multiplied by 100. So 138 divided by 150 multiplied by 100. So this will be equals to 92%. So 92 will be the final answer. Let's move to the next question. Question number 8. Solve. Now we need to solve it. So simply rearrange it. So 10 minus 3 will be equals to 11p plus 3p. So this will be 7 is equals to 14p. So p will be equals to 7 by 14, which means 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 or 0.5 will be the final answer. Let's move to the next one. Make m the subject of the formula. So this will be, let's write it as mc square minus mg is equals to 2k. So we can take m as common. So c square minus g is equals to 2k. So m will be equals to 2k divided by c square minus g. So this will be the final answer. Let's move to the part C. Now in part C we need to solve it. So how we can solve it? We can write it as, we can take the LCM. So 2x plus 3 plus 4 into x minus 3 whole is divided by x minus 3 into 2x plus 3 is equals to 1. So we can cross multiply it. So 2x plus 3 plus 4x minus 12 is equals to x into 2x plus 3 minus 3 into 2x plus 3. Now we can write it as, so 6x minus, this will be minus 9 is equals to 2x square plus 3x, 2x square plus 3x minus 6x minus 9. We can, first of all, we can directly cancel out these two, that minus 9 and minus 9. Okay, and then we can write, we can rearrange it as 2x square minus 3x minus 6x is equals to 0. So 2x square minus 9x is equals to 0. And then we can take x as common. So 2x minus 9 is equals to 0. So x will be, we will have two values for x. So x will be 0, or 2x minus 9 is equals to 0. So 2x is equals to 9. So x will be equals to 9 by 2. So 0 and 9 by 2 will be the final answer. We can also write this one as the decimal one. So 5.5 will be the 9 by 2, or 5.5 will be the final answer. Let's move to the next one. Solve this simultaneous equation. So let's use this one. X will be equals to 12 minus 2y. So put it in equation 2. Put 1 in 2. So this will be equals to 5 into 12 minus 3y is equals to 30. Sorry, this must be plus 9 plus y square. So plus y square is equals to 39. So this will be 5 into 12 is 60 minus 15y plus y square is equals to 39. Now let's rearrange it. So this will be y square minus 15y plus 60 minus 39 is equals to 0. So we can find it out using the calculator that 60 minus 39 will be equals to 21. So this will become y square minus 15y is equal plus 21 is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation. So we can find it out using the calculator also. So this will be, let's use the calculator. A is 1, B is negative 15, and C is 21. So this will be, we will have two roots. Okay, we can rearrange. This must not be the answer. So let's recheck our working. So we can see, yes, it was, from here we can see that this was not 3y, this was 2y. So we need to replace this one with 2y. So 2y means that this will be 10, this will be 10, and this will be 10 over here. So let's find it out again. In fact, we can do it directly. Minus 7y minus 3y plus 21 is equal to 0. Take y as common, so y minus 7 minus 3 as common, so y minus 7 is equals to 0. So y minus 7 into y minus 3 is equals to 0. Now we will have two values of y. The one was uh, y is equals to y minus 7 is equals to 0, or y minus 3 is equals to 0. Y will be equals to 7 and y will be equals to 3. So we will have two values of y. One is 7 and one is 3. Now let's see that x is equals to 12 minus 2y. Now put 7 in this one, so x will be equals to 12 minus 2 into 7. So x will be equals to minus 2 because this will be 12 minus 14, so minus 2. Now when y is 3, 12 minus 2 into 3, so this will be 6. So x will be 6. So this will be the final answer. Let's move to the next one, expand and simplify. Now we will have three expressions. So first of all, let's attempt the first two. So this will become, we can write it as 2x into x plus 6 minus 3 into x plus 6. We can use the square brackets. Now this will be 2x square plus 12x minus 3x minus 18 x minus 4. Now we can further simplify it as 2x square plus 9x minus 18 into x minus 4, or we can write it as x minus 4 into 2x square plus 9x minus 18. So x into 2x square plus 9x minus 18 minus 4 into 2x square minus plus 9x minus 18. Then this will be 2x cube plus 9x square minus 18x minus 8x square minus 36x plus 72. So let's simplify the like terms. So this will be 2x cube. Now 9x square minus 8x square, this will be plus x square. Then minus 18x minus 36. So 36 plus 18. So this will be 54. So minus 54x and then plus 72. So this will be the final answer. There must be x over here. So this will be the final answer. Now let's move to the question number 9. Now in question number 9, in triangle PQR, PQR, yes, M lies on QR and S lies on PR. Explain giving reasons why triangle PMR is similar to triangle MSR. Now PMR means PMR is similar to the triangle MSR. So we have to compare these two. So from here we can see that if this angle will also be of 90, and this angle will also be of 90. So it means that angle PMR will be equals to angle MSR. So these two angles will be same, and the reason will be that it will be of right angle, right angle, right angle triangle. This will be the first reason, right angle triangle. Now in these two triangles we can see that this angle is common or same in for both the triangles. So we can say that angle MRP will be equals to angle MRS. So we can say that this will be the same angle for both the triangles. This will be the second reason. Now as we can see, let's see the third reason, that we have discussed these two angles. So it means that angle PMR will be equals to the angle MPR. Sorry, this must be SMR. This must be SMR. SMR means that this angle will be equals to this one. The reason is that when two angles of a triangle are same, when two angles of a triangle are same, then we will say that the third angle will be same. Third angle will be same, and hence we can say that these two triangles are similar. Let's move to the part B. Now here in this one, triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Find the value of x. So we can see that AC is similar to PR. So we can say that AC means 4.5 divided by x will be equals to this side. CB is similar to RQ. So 8.1 divided by 9.9. So if we rearrange it, so this will be x will be equals to 4.5 into 9.9 whole is divided by 8.1. So we can use the calculator that 4.5 multiplied by 9.9 divided by 8.1. So this will be equals to 5.5. So x will be equals to 5.5. Let's move to the second part, that the area of PQR is 25. Calculate the area of ABC. So we know that when two triangles are similar, so in that case area of first triangle, the ratio of the area of the first triangle and the ratio to the area of the second triangle will be equals to the ratio of the square of the any two corresponding sides. So let's consider 9.9. The corresponding side of 9.9 is 8.1. So we can say that our first triangle is 8.1. So 8.1 divided by 9.9, and we know that we know we have to find out the area of ABC, area of the triangle ABC. So it means that this one is triangle ABC and this one is triangle area of the triangle PQR. Now if we simply rearrange it, so area of triangle ABC will be equals to 8.1 divided by 9.9 whole square multiplied by 25, which is the area of the PQR. Simply cross multiply it, and now we can use the calculator. That 8.1 divided by 9.9 whole square multiply by 25. So this will be equals to 16.7. So 16.7 centimeters square will be the final answer. So this will be the final answer. So we can move to the next part. Next question, question number 10. Find all the positive integers which satisfies the inequality. So what we can do is, we can first of all rearrange it. So this will be 3n minus 5n minus 15 plus 8. So this will be minus 2n greater than minus 15 plus 8. So minus 15 plus 8. So this will be minus 7 minus 15 plus 8 for, so minus 7. Okay, minus 15 plus 8, so it will be minus 7. So n will be equals to, now we need to divide negative number on both sides. So be very careful about it. Negative number on both sides. So it means we need to change inequality then. So this will be, n will be less than 7 by 2. So 7 by 2 means that n will be less than 3.5. Now positive integer, find all the positive integers. So positive integers will be 3. So n will be 3, then n will be 2, then n will be 1. So this will be the final answer. Let's move to the second part, the part B. Find these three, the region marked R is defined by 3 inequalities. Find these 3 inequalities. Now, we can also use the zero test. We can also check the zero test also. So from here we know the equations. So the first one was, as it is towards the right side, so we can say that x is greater than 4. This will be the first inequality. Then we can say that 10y plus 8x is less than and equals to 80. This will be the, for this one we can see that the required region is below this line. So this will be less than and equals to 80. And then the last one for this line, this must be 2y. 2y is now for this one we can attempt the zero test also. 2y is greater than and equals to x minus 4. Now we can also change the inequality. Let's perform the zero test. For this one we have chosen 2y is greater than x minus 4, sorry. Now let's perform the zero test. So this will be 2y is 2 into 0 is greater than 0 minus 4. So 0 is greater than and equals to negative 4, which is true. So it means the required region will be above this line. Let's perform the zero test for this inequality. That was 10y plus 8x is less than and equals to 80. So if we perform the zero test, this will be 10 into 0 plus 8 into 0 less than 80. So 0 is less than an 80, less than and equals to 80. So statement is true. It means that the required region will be towards the origin. So we have tested this point. So that is why the required region will be towards this point, and it means it will be below this line. So our inequalities are correct. Now in second part, write down the largest value of 3x plus y in the region R for the integers x and y. Now we can see uh, in the region and integers, so we can see that we will have for integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Yes, these we will have 7 points. So we have to check all of these points, but here it is given that 3x plus y. So from here we can see that the value of x must be greater than y. So this is the point. Let me mention it over here, that this will be the point, this will be the required point. So this is 7 and 2. The coordinates of this point will be the coordinates of this point will be 7 and 2. So let's use this one. So 7 and 2. Now just put it in the equation. So 3x plus y. So this will be 3 into 7 plus 2. So this will be 21 plus 2. So 23 will be the final answer. You can also check all of these points, but from here with a lot of practice we can directly say that we need the greater value of x than the y. Let's move to the question number 11. Now in question number 11, a rectangular sheet of paper ABCD is made into an open cylinder with the edge AB meeting the edge DC. Now AD is equals to 28 and AB is 20. So it means that this is the rectangular sheet of paper and they have to they have to just close it and make a cylinder. So show that the radius of the cylinder is 4.46. So we know that 28 is the circumference of this circle. 28 will be the circumference of this circle. So we know that the formula for the circumference is equals to 2 pi r. Now here we know that the circumference is 28, 2 pi r. We don't know the radius, so we can rearrange it. So r will be equals to 28 divided by 2 pi. So 28 divided by 2 pi. So this will be equals to 4.46 centimeters. So this will be the final answer. That's what we have to prove. Let's move to the second one. Calculate the volume of the cylinder. Now we know that for volume, the formula for the volume will be base area into height. Base area into height. Now, as we know that the base is the circle, so pi r square, the area for the circle is pi r square into height. Now, pi, the r was 4.46 square into height. What was the height? We don't know. Yes, this was the height, that the distance, this will be the height. So 20 will be the height. Let's calculate it. So 4.46 square multiply by 20 multiply by pi. So this will be 1249.83. So 1249.83 centimeter cube. This will be the final answer. Let's move to the third part. And keep this thing in your mind that if you want to take the accurate values, so for accurate values you have to take the value of r as 28 by 2 pi. Okay, so you can also simplify it as 28 divided by pi, 2 pi, 28 divided by 2 pi whole square multiply by pi multiply by 20. So this will be equals to 1248. 1248. So this will be the accurate answer. If you will take the value this, so you can clearly see that how it will change the answer. So always use the accurate values. Now n is the point on the base of the cylinder such that Bn is a diameter. N is a point on the base of the cylinder such that Bn is a diameter. N is a point on the base of the cylinder such that Bn is a diameter. Bn, yes. Okay, so it means that this is a diameter of this circle. Calculate the angle between AN and the base of this cylinder. AN and the base of the cylinder. Okay, we need to find out this angle. So we need to find out this angle. So we know that the height is 20 and the diameter, this diameter. So we know that the diameter must be, as we know that diameter will be equals to 2r. So for accurate values, this must be 28 by 2 pi. So we can say that diameter will be 28 by pi. This side will be 28 by pi. Now we need to find the angle. So for this one we can use the tan. So tan will be equals to perpendicular by base. So tan of the angle, let's say that was A and B. Okay. So this angle, the required angle is A and B. This will be perpendicular by base. Base was 28 by pi. So we can find it out using this concept that 20 divided by 28 by pi. 28 by pi. So this will be 5 by 7 pi. So we can write it as tan of A and B will be equals to 5 by 7 pi. So angle A and B will be equals to tan inverse of 5 by 7 pi. So we can take the inverse, shift tan inverse of the answer. So this will be equals to 65.98. So we can say that 65.98 will be the final answer. We can also write it as 66 because it is almost near to equal to 66, but 65.98 will be the accurate answer. Let's move to the part B. Now volume of a solid cone is 310 centimeter cube. The height of the cone is twice the radius of its base. Okay, calculate the slant height of the cone. So height of the cone is twice the radius of its base. Okay, so this is the now volume of the cone, volume V of a cone with radius R, height is this. This is the formula for the volume of the cone. Okay, so first of all, the volume is given to us. So this will be 310 is equals to 1 by 3 pi. Now what was the radius of the cone? Radius of the cone was R. So we can write it as R square into height. Now height is equals to 2R. So this will be equals to 310 into 3 divided by pi is equals to r cube. Now let's use it. So 310 multiplied by 3, 930 divided by shift pi. So this will be 296.028. So we can write it as 296.028 is equals to r cube. Take the cube root on both sides to cancel out this. So let's take the cube root of this one. So how we can take the cube root? Shift this one, cube root of the answer. So this will be equal to 6.664. So we can write it as r will be equal to 6.665. This will be the radius. Now we are interested in to find out the height. So we know that let's say, okay, let's say this is a cone. Yes, this is a cone. We know that this radius is given to us. We have already find it out. And we know the height is also given to us in terms of r. So this will be 2r. And we have to find out the slant height. And we know that this is a right angle triangle. So we can use the Pythagoras theorem to find for this one. So slant height square will be equals to base square plus perpendicular or the height square. So because this shape will be a triangle like this. This is a right angle triangle. The height is 2r and the base is r, and we need to find out the slant height. So we can simplify it as, just put the value over here. So L square is equals to r square plus 4r square. So this will be 5r square. 5r square. So we know the value of r is 6.65. So just take the square of the previous answer, multiply by 5. So this will be 22.222. Now take square root on both sides. Take square root on both sides. So this will be equals to 14.9. So the slant height will be equals to 14.9. So this will be the final answer. Let's move to the next question, question number 12. And keep this thing in your mind that there may be some fluctuation with the marking scheme, but as we have used the accurate values, the accurate answers, so there might be a slight difference, but this is also the right one. If you will not use the accurate value, you will get the different answer. Let's move to the question number 12. A curve has equation y is equals to x cube minus kx square plus 1. When x is equals to 2, the gradient of the curve is 6. We know that dy by dx, or the first derivative will be equals to the gradient. So let's find out the gradient. So the gradient of this will be equals to 3x square minus 2k x plus 1. So the gradient of this will be 0. Now this will be equals to 6. So 3 into 2 square minus 2k into 2. So 6 will be equals to 3 into 4 minus 4k. And if we further rearrange it, 4k will be equals to 12 minus 6. So k will be equals to 6 by 4, which means k will be equals to 3 by 2. So this will be the final answer. You can also write it as 1.5. Both answers are the accurate, or both the answers are correct. Now find the coordinates of the two stationary points of this one. Now we know that at stationary point, the first derivative will be equals to 0. Now let's find out the derivative. So dy by dx will be equals to 3x square minus 1.5 into 2. 1.5 into 2 into x. So we need to find out the 0 at stationary point. This will be equals to 3x square minus 2 into 1.5. 2 into 1.5, this must be 3. So 3x. Now from here we can take, we have to find out, we have to take 3x as common. So 3x into x minus 1 is equals to 0. So from here we will have two values, 3x is equal to 0 or x minus 1 is equals to 0. Now if we rearrange it, so x will be equals to 0 and x will be equals to 1. These are the x coordinates. X is 0 and x is 1. Now let's see the corresponding value of y. So for this one we need to use this equation. We need to use the equation of the curve. Y is equals to x cube. Let me write it over here. Y is equals to x cube minus 1.5 x square plus 1. When x is 0, y will be equals to 1. Just put it in the equation. So this will be equals to 1. When x is 1, let's find out the value of y. 1 cube minus 1.5 into 1 square plus 1. So this will be equals to, y will be equals to 1 minus 1.5 plus 1. So this will be equals to minus 1.5. So 0 and 1 and 1 and 1.5 will be the final answer. Let's move to the next question. Sketch the curve. So we need to sketch the graph of this equation, this curve. So here again we can see that this will be okay. There is a small mistake that this must be like 1 minus 1.5 plus 1. This will be equals to 0.5, positive 0.5. Okay, you can clearly see that we need to make sure the calculation. So this must be 0.5. So this will be the final answer. Now let's move to the question number, the part C. Now here, sketch the curve. Now we know that we have few points over here that find the coordinate to. So we have 2 points for this curve, that is 0 and 1 and 1 and 0.5. So first of all I need to label this one. So let's say 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. It is just a rough labeling. You have to use the scale for the accurate labeling. Now in the previous part we have seen this thing that we have 2 points, that 0 and 1 and 1 and 0.5. So it means these two are the turning points for this cubic equation. So it means that 0 and 1, this will be the first point, and then 1 and 0.5. 1 and 0.5. Okay, let me make it more accurate or more clear. Let's say this point is 0.5. This is 1 and this one at 1 it's 0.5. So we can say that if this is a turning point, so it will change its shape, and here this will change its shape. So this will be the curve. You can also find the value of, you can also see that, okay, this will be the curve. That is it for this one, because it has only 2 marks. So we just need to sketch the diagram. We don't need to make the accurate diagram. Okay, that is it for today. So today we have discussed 0580 extended paper of May-June 2022. So if you have any question, you can ask it in the comment section, and it was paper 42. Thank you.